Hey friends, it's Caleb from the Lassies. Joshua Davis dropped a week ago today, so I figured I would record a video talking a little bit about the history behind the song and who he was. If you have listened to the song one or two times, you probably got the gist that he was a sailor, and that's true. Joshua was the son of a dockside barber in Boston, and at the start of the American Revolution, he signs aboard a privateer called the Jason. He decides that a life of being a barber isn't for him, so he's going to try his luck out on the open sea, and he actually takes to it very well. Even though it's a hard life, he does well and enjoys it. It's a life of adventure for a young man. That is until the HMS Surprise puts a couple broadsides into his ship and captures everyone on crew. Now, if the name of that ship, the Surprise, sounds familiar, that's because that's the ship that's the main featured ship in the very famous book series, the Aubrey Maturin series. If you've ever seen the movie Master and Commander or read the book, excellent series of books, one of my favorites. So when I started writing the song and I found out that that is the ship that captured them, that was just so cool. Now, when you captured soldiers, I guess they're not soldiers, when you capture sailors off a ship, normally in war, what you do is you put them in prison and then you exchange them once you have the equivalent amount of soldiers. But the captain is short on men, so the British captain starts picking the cream of the crop, and he starts bribing Joshua, saying, I will give you the pay and the respect of a midshipman, which is basically a junior commissioned officer. You haven't received a commission, but it's basically you get treated as a young gentleman instead of a common sailor. And the reason he offered him this is because almost all, even the poorest people in Boston, they could all read and write, and he didn't have anybody on his ship that could do that, so he wanted him. And Joshua tells him to go himself. And the captain didn't really care much for that, so he has him thrown in irons, and he exchanges everybody else but keeps him. Now, for over a year, Joshua is trying to get off the ship, and he's being as passive-aggressive as possible. He's always pretending to be sick and stupid and just doing everything he can to annoy the British captain. And he gets real close to getting off the ship a few times, pretending to be super sick. One time he even gets brought to the sick bay on shore, and the ship's just about to leave, and then the captain realizes that he's not there and has him dragged back again. So after a year of going through that, the captain drops him in Dublin, Ireland, and tells him, if I ever catch you again on an American ship, I'm going to hang you. So now Joshua is stuck in Ireland, and to make things worse, he's immediately beaten and robbed by a gang in Dublin. So now he's broke again. And for the next decade, he tries to get home, and he can't get anybody to take him. He has to keep signing on to various ships just to have basically food and a place to stay. And he keeps hoping that they'll put into port somewhere in America and he can get back to Boston. And his story ends up being used as government propaganda to justify the War of 1812. And that's how his memoirs exist to this day. So I hope that helps you connect a little better with the song. It's a really great story, and I'm very proud of the song. And so I hope you'll give it a listen and let me know what you think.